London had seen its share of chaotic nights, but nothing prepared the city for the whirlwind that unfolded when Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson were spotted slipping out of a private event together. It began innocently enough. A quiet charity gala tucked away in a renovated townhouse in Soho. Dim lights glowing behind velvet curtains, guests mingling peacefully inside. But at exactly 11:47 p.m., someone posted a grainy photo of Jamie and Dakota exiting through a side door. Jamie with his head lowered, Dakota pulling her coat tight around her frame. The caption read, "Something's happening. They're leaving together." And that was all it took. Within minutes, paparazzi descended like a storm. Cars screeched, camera shutters clicked violently, and voices shouted over one another. Jamie, startled, opened the back door of a sleek black car, motioning for Dakota to get in. She hesitated for a second, almost as if debating whether to confront the chaos or escape it. But when a blinding flash went off directly in her face, she dove into the backseat, and Jamie quickly followed. The car peeled away from the curb like a bullet. The chase began instantly. Paparazzi on motorcycles wove between lanes, shouting orders to each other. At least 4 cars followed closely behind, their engines roaring through the winding streets of Soho. Inside the vehicle, Dakota was seen laughing nervously, caught on a shaky fan video taken through the windshield. Jamie, on the other hand, looked equal parts amused and concerned, his hand gripping the edge of the leather seat as the driver accelerated. The online frenzy exploded. Twitter threads ran wild with speculation, Instagram reels looped the blurry footage, and TikTok creators made dramatic edits set to fast-paced music. Some fans were convinced it was a secret date, others believed they were fleeing something bigger. Wild ride in London? What did we just witness? One viral comment screamed. Clips circulated showing Dakota covering her mouth in shock as their car narrowly avoided a cluster of paparazzi bikes turning into Leicester Square. Then, a mysterious video emerged, shaky, chaotic, filmed from the window of a taxi behind them. In it, Dakota appeared to be yelling something, her silhouette illuminated by the glow of streetlights. A second later, Jamie leaned forward, saying something urgently to the driver, and the vehicle swerved sharply to the right. The taxi driver recording could be heard saying, "They're trying to lose them." The footage reached 1 million views in 10 minutes. But the moment that truly set the internet ablaze came shortly afterward. Their car stopped abruptly near a narrow alley behind an old theater. Dakota opened the door slightly, as if about to step out, when a paparazzi bike swung dangerously close to the car. In the chaos, someone nearby filmed Dakota grabbing Jamie's arm and shouting, "Jamie, don't do this." Her voice was frantic, fearful, even, and the clip cut off right there, leaving millions of fans breathless. The audio was grainy, but the panic was unmistakable. What was Jamie about to do? Why was Dakota pleading with him? And why was the video cut at the most dramatic moment? Theories erupted instantly. Some believed Jamie was about to confront the paparazzi physically. Others thought he was about to jump out of the car to protect Dakota. A few whispered about a secret plan gone wrong. But no one knew the truth. More footage trickled in from various angles, videos filmed from bars, taxis, and late-night pedestrians who happened to be in the right place at the right time. One clip showed Jamie shielding Dakota as they ducked into the backseat again, the car lurching forward as someone banged on the window. Another captured Dakota's face through the tinted glass for half a second, eyes wide, breathing fast, hair falling out of place, an image that only fueled the scandal further. By now, London felt less like a city and more like the backdrop to a movie scene gone off the rails. People swore they saw the car racing through Covent Garden, others claimed it turned toward the river, and one dramatic witness insisted they watched Jamie and Dakota switch cars like spies in a thriller. Reality didn't matter. What mattered was the story everyone believed they were seeing. A scandal, a chase, a wild night that no one could explain. And at the center of it all were 2 silhouettes in the backseat of a speeding car, illuminated only by passing headlights, disappearing into the London fog. What really happened behind those tinted windows? Why did Dakota shout those desperate words? And what was Jamie about to do? The world needed answers. And those answers were about to be revealed. The truth behind that chaotic night did not emerge from paparazzi or tabloids. It came from an ordinary Londoner who had unknowingly recorded the most important angle of the entire situation. A cafe owner from Covent Garden, closing shop late that evening, shared security footage showing a completely different version of events. In the video, Dakota wasn't yelling at Jamie because he was about to confront paparazzi or make a reckless decision. She was shouting because a paparazzi motorcycle had skidded dangerously close to them, nearly crashing into the car. Jamie had instinctively reached for the door handle, prepared to get out and help the fallen rider. That was what Dakota meant when she cried, "Jamie, don't do this." It wasn't fear of scandal, it was fear for him. Moments later, the cafe's camera caught Jamie opening the door anyway, ignoring Dakota's plea. He rushed toward the paparazzo, who was sprawled on the ground beside his tipped motorcycle. Jamie knelt immediately, checking if the man was hurt, waving his arms frantically for someone to call for help. Dakota remained in the car for a few seconds before finally stepping out as well, clearly shaken. She crouched beside Jamie, her hand gripping his shoulder for balance as they waited for an ambulance. The leaked security footage completely changed the narrative. There was no scandalous escape. No reckless fight. No heated argument between Jamie and Dakota. Instead, there was panic, concern, and two actors thrown into a chaotic situation caused by paparazzi chasing them too aggressively. The internet reeled. Fans went from breathless speculation to stunned silence. New angles surfaced from pedestrians who had been too shocked to post earlier. One showed Jamie giving his jacket to the injured paparazzo to keep him warm. Another captured Dakota pacing anxiously, running a hand through her hair, visibly distressed by the accident. Her earlier shout, taken wildly out of context, now sounded less like drama and more like fear, deep, urgent fear for a friend who had jumped into danger without thinking. When the ambulance arrived, Jamie helped load the injured man into the vehicle. Dakota spoke quietly with the paramedics, explaining what happened and giving her statement. Then, in a detail nearly missed until fans zoomed in, Jamie placed a gentle hand on Dakota's back, guiding her away from the flashing lights. She leaned slightly into him, tired, shaken, relieved he wasn't hurt. Suddenly, the scandalous night didn't look like scandal at all. It looked like humanity. Hours later, after the cafe owner's footage went viral, Jamie finally broke his silence with a short written statement. There was no dramatic tone, no defensiveness, just a straightforward explanation. "We were trying to leave quietly. The chase got out of control. A rider was injured. Our only concern was making sure he was okay." He thanked the paramedics, confirmed the paparazzo was stable, and asked the media to stop creating dangerous situations for entertainment. His words struck a chord, quickly shared by thousands who had witnessed the chaos firsthand. Then Dakota released her own statement, short but emotional. "Last night was frightening. I raised my voice out of fear, not anger. Jamie acted out of instinct, and I'm grateful the situation didn't end worse." The internet softened overnight. Fans apologized. News outlets retracted their previous headlines. Even critics admitted the truth was far from the scandal they had imagined. But the most heartfelt moment came from the injured paparazzo himself. From his hospital bed, he recorded a video thanking Jamie and Dakota. "They didn't run," he said. "They helped me. They stayed until the ambulance arrived. I misjudged them." His voice cracked slightly as he added, "Jamie saved me from a worse injury. I owe him for that." The world suddenly saw the night for what it truly was. A dangerous chase caused by relentless paparazzi, a near accident, and two people trying their best to navigate the chaos with compassion. By the next morning, the scandal had transformed into something else entirely. People praised Jamie for his bravery. They praised Dakota for her concern. And the phrase, "Jamie, don't do this," became less of a viral meme and more of a reminder of what really happened. A friend terrified for someone she cared about, not a woman caught in scandal. London's wild night no longer looked like a scandalous mystery. It looked like a chaotic moment of humanity under pressure. And a reminder of how easily the truth can be twisted until someone dares to reveal it.